So we worked till we couldn't see no more last night. Here's what we got going. If you look at that, it's only 9 boards, but they look really nice. And they fit in pretty well with this project. So we'll run this out today, and then we'll figure out the top. And we'll see how that goes. You ready, Sonny boy? All right, let's get going. So if you see there, my method here, 2 nails in the top, 1 nail in the middle, 2 nails at the bottom, and I like to provide some back support since I'm spanning such a long distance. Just put it up tight against those. They're not all straight, so you'll get some little cracks between there, but like I said, this is mostly just to cut down on the majority of the wind. If anyone chooses to weather out a storm or some rain or a blizzard or whatever it might be underneath here, it'll just be a little safer for them, a little warmer for them, and provide them a good place to be. So son, what are we doing with the nails that you're pulling out of the boards?
Using them.
We're using them. So how many screws are we using to put these up?
None.
And how much did those nails cost us?
None.
Nothing. So the boards are free, the 2x4s are free, the nails are free. How much is this project costing us?
0.
0. So that's why we like to take these. He tries to pull them out straight. If they're not too straight, we just kind of hit them enough times to make them straight enough to go through. And so far so good, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, back to work. Thank you. More free nails. Well, guys, check that out. Go stand in there quick, son. Inside. Yeah, stand up all the way. So that's definitely a good height. It does look nice with the wall on here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Still got a nice breatheway. It's nice and airy. I may bring part of that wall out and just have like a walk-in door over there. Maybe leave this side open because this is the south side. Let's walk around and see it on the other side, son. So even though this is brand new, if you notice, it definitely looks like it's been there a while because we use those old boards. What do you think about that, son?
Actually feels pretty fun.
It feels pretty nice too?
Yeah.
Cool.
With sandpaper it feels even better.
So if you guys saw the video where and you can tell there's 2 different fences, so like this board, that board, that board. I kind of mixed them in, but they were from a different fence. But I wanted to keep some nice ones for building some stuff inside the house, so we still got a number of them left over there. And we even used a really beat up ugly one on the edge here, didn't we, son?
Yeah.
It's got chunks missing, it's whatever, but you know, that's rustic, right?
Huh?
So the cool thing is, this whole thing here cost me $10 to build, less than $10 to build originally, and now I added a bunch of free material, and it's still less than 10 bucks. So this whole lean-to, less than 10 bucks. Just added a free wall to it, and that's exciting. So now, I only got a couple of boards up there actually. So I think I might try to get one side on, and then thankfully I leave for work soon. See if I can get ahead and get another row of building supplies and actually finish this thing. But eventually it'll have a lean-to off this side too, and then maybe a whole second kind of area off the back. So we'll see. How's that cedar out there? Oh. So I'm hoping I've got enough boards up here to take care of that second project, which is just putting that railing on the outside. I'm not sure. Cool thing is, you know, we got this place roofed in time to actually store some hay up here. And I just shoved all the hay through a little hole over here, and the kids wanted to stack it all. Now some of this takes 3 children, you know, to stack, but they wanted to put forth that effort, and that's one thing I really like to encourage, is for kids to, you know, do whatever they can. And that's one thing my children have, is this desire, this willingness to give it a try. And it kind of reminds me of Essayon's Family Gardener, Sapper Gardner, Essayon's Family Garden. But Essayon's, I guess, means, you know, let us try. And that's one thing that my children are definitely into, is letting them try. And sure enough, you know, they stacked it up to the roof. So a nice, easy place to store stuff. That's part of why I wanted this, was a storage area too for things for the animals, and that worked. But I'm gonna see what I got around here for boards and see if I can't get that that little railing on the porch. As soon as I get an extra $150, I'm totally heading out to the sawmill and getting another load of lumber so I can finish this thing. And then I wanted to build a nice hut for the guineas too, and then eventually a garden shed. They go a long way, you know, because you get about 150 boards for $150, but I just don't have the money right now to swing it. So I'm gonna do what I can with what I got. I wanted to get it roofed while I was putting on, you know, on hold on a postponement, but we'll see if we can get this porch going and with what we got left. So short work break to work on dinner, right, Sonny boy? What kind of wood are we using down there?
Hickory.
Hickory. Why are we using hickory?
Because it smokes good.
It's good meat, or good wood to smoke meat with. Look at those back straps, guys. There's a reason I want to build a permanent one of these and just kind of be able to cook meat all day. Wow. And then eventually to work on a cold smoker too. Hickory. You ready to get back to work?
Yeah.
Well, somebody likes that little wall already. I think I'm just going to build it like that too. Keep things in line with the posts. I would never spend $12 to make that side look like that, but I really used one board. So I used $1 plus the screws, which is pretty cool. Oh, she's sleeping, or he's sleeping on top. Let me sneak around. Nice new wall. I couldn't do this without the wall. Hey, little rams. So also, guys, by splitting that board and running it so thin, I've got this board here that looks pretty good, and this board here, which should be like 3 of those slats. So I think I might be able to finish this. Wasn't exactly what I was planning on doing, but if I've got the opportunity and ability, I might as well. So let's go see what happens. Then you got children like this. When he's not cleaning his room or doing his homeschool or eating a meal, practicing reading, what are you doing, son?
Getting out nails off of a board.
Practicing to be a hard-working man. I got my thumb yesterday and it started bleeding, so this kid's been more careful than that. Looking good, son.
I just got done that one and that one.
Cool. Then I'll be able to build something for the family in the house. Way to be. So when I put on this side, it was barely able to reach both sides, but rather than splicing it or cutting some in half, I decided just to kind of run it and do it. So right now I've got two sides on. And that little guy up there came up there to help, and he said some pretty interesting stuff. So it was kind of cool. Monster Truck had to go take care of some of his responsibilities. And he left, all of a sudden Bugger comes out here. So I let him come up here. And I was showing him, I said I was putting on a railing to make it safe. And he said, what did you say? He said, so no one falls down, right?
Yeah.
So he's been working a lot on his vocabulary lately. In fact, our little bell pepper is walking around and she's saying, Mama, Papa, you tell her doggy, she's all, she's having a lot of fun. But this guy's been working on his vocabulary. The other day we were at a gathering. I told him it was going to be time to leave soon. I told that to all my kids. He goes, yes, sir, I understand. And I was like, wow, just to hear this kid doing that stuff is awesome. So I'm actually going to pinch this in like I did on the top over there. You can see how the top is covered. There it's not, bottom's not covered. I'm going to pinch it in between, kind of sandwich it in some boards. Get this side going and get the next side. And, you know, like I said too, these are like, what, 12 bucks a piece about? I would not spend $36 to make it look like this, but I'm really going to use about 3 or 4 boards. So $4 plus screws, I would definitely do. So excellent free resources lately. I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. And then we'll wrap this video up, right, Bugger?
Yeah.
All right. Look at that, guys. The kids. No, I don't need any more helpers. Thanks for asking. These two got 2 more boards, which will help us be able to finish this project, including the inside parts. So, very cool. Thank you, Sweet Pepper. Thank you, Red Pepper. No, no, no. All the way over here, not there. Whoa, you guys can shove them up the hole.
Where hole?
Over here. Oh, that hole? I was thinking this hole, inside. Thank you, and come on up, check this out once. Oh. Hey.
Sorry.
Thank you. Ooh, that's going to be perfect. I showed Bugger this. I told him I was making it safe up here. He said, so nobody fall down. That's what he said.
It looks a lot smaller.
It does look smaller because it's less open, but if you look over the top, you still got whatever. Did you see that wall down there too?
No.
Run down there and go peek at that wall. And these little rams really like Blueberry, our goat. They lay down and play with her, and look at that. It's nibbling on her right now.
I think it looks pretty.
Doesn't it look nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used all the nails from the boards, so we didn't put anything in there. I'll iron a couple screws to hold up the 2x4s. So for today, I'm at least going to get the last back wall up. I don't know if I'll be able to get all these together, but the goal then too is just to put a flat board on top of there eventually, where we have something like that, probably with a ledge sticking out, like a full width board hanging out there. Set a cup of coffee, I guess a cup of lemonade if you're a child, something like that. But looking good. I like this. I think we're gonna do this pretty good. So guys, I know this is a free resource video, but I do want to point out this one board that I found out back just turned into 4 boards by me cutting it. So each of these boards here, they're rather thin, but $2 or 25 cents a piece. It's a quarter per board. So that's awesome. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll show you guys what it looks like when it gets done. I'm sure by now I've already split this into a 2-part video, but just cool stuff we appreciate. And like I said, I wouldn't do all sorts of stuff if it cost me money to do. But when it's free or extremely cheap, then it makes sense. Kind of like all of our rock landscaping. I would never do that if I had to buy every single one of those rocks. So very cool. You can hear the kids playing on that trampoline. Meat still smoking over there. Looking forward to dinner tonight for sure. Man, hickory smoked venison backstrap and lemon juice, lime juice, some pepper, and some onion sauce. Or sorry, onion powder. And we sampled a little piece that was just a strip off of one of them. It was like meat candy or something. I can't wait. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Well, guys, this is gonna be the finished product of my awesome mega free video thing. Use the ladder on the inside, okay? Yeah, you know. I still have some trim to do on the inside, but really, this is quite a pretty cool thing. I definitely always wanted a railing up there, and just like Bugger said, little buddy pepper, you know, that way nobody falls down. That was the goal. So we've got that. It definitely adds a different look to it. Definitely pretty cool. I do also want to eventually run a small gutter down to a bigger water catchment there. Like I said, we got a lot of different things we're going to continue to do with this, but I like what we've got so far, and this is a good way to put some of those to use and some of those. Now we got a pile more of those, plus we got all the cutoffs we had before, plus 2 more cutoffs, and then we still got all of those extra boards that'll be for some other free projects. So what do you guys think? Does that look pretty nice? I know it's hard to see, and I tell you what, eventually, like if we paint this barn red, that stuff will really pop, but we'll see what all happens. All right, I know there was a lot going on in that video. Took us 2 days to kind of shoot, and definitely appreciate you guys watching it. Hopefully you enjoyed what we were up to, the information, the free stuff, and then also, you know, those periodical cute little kids coming in and helping. So that's that, guys. The price is right. I'll tell you what, the price is right. And I've still got a whole trailer load of various resources to move around and use on the property. Right now, before I end this, I just want to check that venison backstrap. Oh, look, monster truck's already over there. Whoa, buddy. Stoking up one last time, huh? Boy. Look at that, guys. It's been up here for a while, smoking in that hickory. I'm not going to touch it with my hands because they're dirty, but wow. I say we let that go for a little bit, son. Right before sundown, we'll grab it off and enjoy a nice meal, huh? All right. You want to close the video? Give him a monster truck out?
Monster truck out.